Yo, hey guys, what is up? It's JJ Tech here, back again for another gaming video. And today I've got you Forza Horizon 4, and today we've got a very special one because today is the day that Toyota returns to Forza Horizon 4. As you can see here, kind of have it already bought and purchased. And as you can see here, if we go to Forza Vista here, as you can see, look at this thing. This is the 2020. This is the 1998 Toyota Supra, as you can see here. This thing just looks really good, as you can see here. Now, as of right now, this is the only Toyota currently that just came into the game. I know there was a Hilux and the Land Cruiser already in the game, but in terms of the newer Toyotas, this is pretty much it for right now. But I heard we're going to be getting some stuff like the Tacoma, which we've never had in a Forza game ever, and I even heard that maybe even a Prius is coming to the game, but that stuff isn't really confirmed yet as of from what I've heard. But hopefully those stuff do come into the game. But obviously other Toyotas like the A86, like the Corolla, all that stuff is coming back, as well as Lexus and Scion. But all those stuff will be coming in the later coming months. So yeah, just hold on tight, because I will also be doing videos on those vehicles as well. So like I said, doing another gaming video. Like I said, my new setup here when I do my gaming videos. And I said, drop a like down below if you guys like to see videos just like this one, gaming videos, Forza related videos like this, and subscribe down below, help me out a bunch. And let's get started with the video. So before I actually get into the video, you guys probably are wondering what's in the Forzathon shop. And if we do go take a peek here, as you can see, as you know, Forza is doing this thing called, I don't know, they're doing like this Christmas kind of thing where they're giving a free car in the Forzathon shop every single day, as you can see here. So right now, this is the free car you can get, the 2014 Local Motors Rally Fighter. And yeah, definitely if you haven't checked out this car and picked it up, you should probably do it because, it's free. Alrighty, so I just took the Supra out here in front of the mansion here, as you can see here, out of the garage. As always, you can see this beautiful thing. Now, I know this is the 2020 Toyota Supra, and I wish that game would have came to Forza. And yes, there's no signs of that car coming to the game anytime soon. And I heard it's because I believe Gran Turismo has some kind of deal with Toyota. So basically the 2020 Supra can only be in that game as of right now. But hopefully in the future, if that deal ends or that contract, whatever they do, hopefully we can get that car in the game. But yeah, as of right now, this is more than enough. This 1998 Toyota Supra, a legend in Fast and Furious, as you all know. And yeah, let's just drive this thing completely stock and see how it is. So off the line, it's really slidey, as you can see here. Wasn't expecting much. But as you can see here, once it's going, like I said, obviously not that fast. Only has around 320 horses here, so not that fast. But I'm not sure if you can hear those little turbo spools. Not sure if you can hear that. Let's just float a little bit more. Did you hear that? So that's something that is really good. And actually, I've never really heard this engine sound in FH4. Definitely drop a comment in the comments down below and let me know if you've ever heard of this engine type in Forza Horizon 4, because I've certainly never heard it. But yeah, so far it's a really good car, as you can see here. Look at the interior real quick. Really nice car. But yeah, definitely we gotta go in the garage and see what this thing is about in terms of upgrade. Alrighty, so I'm back in the garage, as you can see here. And today, obviously, we're gonna be upgrading this thing to the max, push the limits, and we're gonna be doing basically customization, and we're gonna do a race and test the top speed of this thing to see what this Supra is really about, because I'm really excited that this car and the brand is finally back into FH4. So as you can see here, we go into upgrades here. We do have a bunch of upgrades, but let's go into the engine. You have your usual stuff, but let's go straight to the conversions here, see what we can swap in terms of engines here. So obviously we do have a turbo that you can install. You can't put all-wheel drive, but the engines is where I'm really interested about, because as you can see, we have a stock 2JZ engine here, We can go up to a 6.2 V8, okay? Now it adds 95 horsepower. I don't know why you would want to put a rally engine in your Supra, but hey, if you want to do that, go right ahead. And you also got a racing 7.2 V8 and a V12. But honestly, if you put a V12, you're kind of ruining it because, I mean, it's going to sound like a Lambo, not a Supra. But yeah, very interesting engine swaps. I might go for the 6.2 or the racing 7.2 just because it adds a good amount of horsepower. And like I said, I want to max this thing out to really see the potential of this car. So yeah, let's put the racing 7.2 V8. Should we put all-wheel drive? I mean, it says it'll drop down our speed supposedly, but it'll definitely help out handling. But you know what? Let's just keep it rear-wheel drive just to see how crazy this thing can get. Alrighty, so we've got the engine maxed out on this thing here. But now let's get into the visual customization because it's going to be very interesting. Now, as you can see here, we have front bumper, the rear wing, rear bumper, and the side skirts and the hood. But let's start with the front bumper. As you can see, we have a ton of options. I've actually never seen this much options in a Forza game at all. As you can see, we have a ton of front bumper options here. I mean, it's just a handful. Now, I was thinking of going either with this or this right here, or maybe even something like this. But I think I'm going to be going with this one, the Bomex front bumper here. Just adds some aggressiveness to the front bumper of that thing. And in terms of the wing here, we do have this wing right here, which don't really like. We have this one right here. We got this one. This one looks pretty good. And then we got this huge obnoxious wing. Wow, this is huge. And then we can have no wing at all. So I think I'm going to go, I don't know, it's either between this one or this. I think I'm going to go with this one. So as you can see here, we went from 320 horsepower to 1,350 horsepower. Now I have seen videos where you can get this thing easily over 1,600 horsepower, and I know I said I was going to max it out, but on the engine that I picked, you can't really get it to 1,600 horsepower. So I'm just going to stick with this one, which is already a good amount of power. Alrighty, so I'm out of the garage, as you can see here, and I know you probably aren't going to be a huge fan of the design that I went for. But I don't know, I just thought that this design looks very race car-ish. And since we're going full-blown race car on this car, might as well put this paint job on it. I think it looks really, really good, especially with that 47 logo on the side. But I'm not even going to drive it. I'm just going to go straight into a race and test out the capabilities of this car. So as I was looking for a race, as you all know, we do have a new mode, the Eliminator. And I'm not going to be trying it out in this video because this video is all about the Supra. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see a separate video just on the Eliminator mode here, which is supposed to be like a battle royale mode. But yeah, not gonna get into that, but let me know in the comments down below. Alrighty, so I'm in a race, and let's get started with this event and test out the Supra. Alrighty, so keep in mind I kept this thing rear wheel drive, and as you can see, wheel spin for days here. As you can see here, really powerful. And keep in mind, we do have that 7.2 V8, so it does sound different, obviously. But so far, so good. And don't have any trouble with that rear-wheel driveness. So definitely, if you're trying to make a full-blown race car, I would definitely put in that all-wheel drive. But honestly, with rear-wheel drive, it's pretty good. You do have a little bit of understeer, though. And the brakes are not that good. But I mean, that exhaust pipe is just huge too. That's something I did notice as well. But yeah, this car is just insane, as you can see here. Since I did make a full-blown race car, it is pretty good around the corners, but it does like to understeer a lot, as you can see here. But this thing just looks so good, as you can see here. And this is a lap race, so it's not too long. And let's also test the top speed. Let's try to test the top speed, actually. But yeah, since this is like a race car build, I'm not really going to be trying to max out the top speed because that's not really what this build is about. So yeah, top speed doesn't really matter, but so far, so good here. Yeah, so we do have a lot of understeer, as you can see here. But so far, this car is great. Let's hop into interior view for a second. You can see here, it does like to wheel spin a little bit, but I mean, this thing just looks insane. We have one more lap to go. Alrighty, so we finished up the race here. And so far, my thoughts on this car are, it's a really, really good car. I will not lie here. This car is really good, and who knows, maybe this thing could be a really good drag car as well, because you can get some really, really wide tires in the back for this car. Probably one of the widest I've seen in this game. So yeah, maybe you can make a drag build out of this car, but so far, in terms of a race build, this thing is insane. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up today's video. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram at JJTech123 here. And yeah, it pretty much wraps up today's video on this car here. So far, this car is one of the most hyped cars in the game right now. So if you haven't gotten this car, definitely go pick it up, because this thing is insane here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and let me know in the comments if you guys like these kinds of videos. But so far, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.